Shalom, shalom. This is Soldier Yazaniah coming at you with a weekly edifying video, Lord willing, that edifies the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Before I start, I'd like to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Mashiach Yahushai. And the title of this video is going to be called Edifying Israel. The curse will be reversed. Wake up, lost sheep. That's going to be the title of this video. So we're going to get into it. So the first script I'm going to pull is Deuteronomy 28:46. And that reads, just pull it up here. 28, verse 40. So, okay. Verse 46. And it reads, so Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So actually, we'll go down to 15. Suppose. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So we're going to go to, I keep doing that. Just scroll down. Scroll down to 46. And that reads, so book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 46, and it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. You see that? So we're going to skip to Deuteronomy 30:1. So this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 1. It shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord hath driven thee. So these curses are going to be for a sign and for a wonder that we have to call to mind, wherever the Most High will carry us. You see what I'm saying? And we're back here in Egypt, so we have to call these things to mind. You see what I'm saying? Let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah 5. I think it's 12. I think it's 13 or 14. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord God of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. So this is what we're called to do. So we're called to do in the land of our captivity, man. To set ablaze the chaff, man, and set on fire, Jake, man, so we can get out of here. See what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump to Baruch, book of Baruch, chapter 2 and 30. So let's pull up the Apocrypha, and we're gonna skip to Apocrypha, Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30, and it reads, For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So this is what we're called to do. Remember the curses, and remember our heritage that the Most High has caused us to lose. You see what I'm saying? That we've not regarded in or upheld in any sort of way, and trodden it underfoot. This is what we're called to remember: ourselves, our heritage, the Most High, our laws, and the curses. You see what I'm saying? Because they're for a sign. So we have to look at these things deeply, dissect, who Israel is, because these curses are embedded in our identity. You see what I'm saying? Because they're the turning point to see, who we are. That's that's the sign that's upon our seed, and when we look at that sign, we know what way we're facing, and that's, Jerusalem. That's Israel. That's our people. That's our God. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to let's see, Habakkuk, book of Habakkuk 2 and 2. But yeah, this is what we have to look at. So today we're going to be, going into some of these curses that are upon our seed, and it's going to be irrefutable that, yo, we're Israel, man. Like it's we've beaten, the point in, time out. But that's what we're supposed to do. Sound like a broken record, cry aloud, spare not, and endure to the end, man. So we're gonna go to Habakkuk 2:2. So it's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. See what I'm saying? So we're making it plain upon tables, the visions of old, man, and turning back to the former things, that he may run that readeth it. So we want, want you to run with it. You know what I'm saying? You got the truth. You got to be like freaking Charlie in a chocolate factory, bro, and run with that golden ticket. But death to eating might, but still, run with that golden ticket, bro. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. You see what I'm saying? Whose soul? The Edomite soul, man. You know what I'm saying? That red man, that demon, that devil. You see what I'm saying? That's whose soul is not upright, and he's embedded in our curses, man. Because through him, through that unrighteous vessel, that vessel unto wrath and destruction, these curses came about. So we have to look and see, you know, um, we have to make it plain upon tables who this is and what has he done. You see what I'm saying? And what has been done to us and why and everything, man. We gotta deeply dissect and bethink ourselves in the land of our captivity, man. So we're gonna keep going to 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, bro. This is what he does. And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. We already know who does that, man. Fucking Esau, bro. This is who does it. He's the proudest man in the world, exalts himself, on high above all things. You know what I'm saying? Either keeps at home, wants to be in everyone's land. You know what I'm saying? Make embassies on everyone's land. Supposed to think about these things, man. And heap it to himself all nations, man. That's us. That's every nation on earth, bro. That's every nation. And when Esau, who's the end of the world, is out of power, you know what I'm saying? Then these nations can well, not relax. 'Cause I mean slavery, but it's not gonna be as wicked as freaking these Edomites rules, man. It's not even gonna be wicked at all. It's gonna be true righteous, truly true and righteous. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to Daniel 9 and 12, because this just solidifies that our plight and our history and curse. You see what I'm saying? Is something to be looked at. You know what I'm saying? Not only according to scripture, but according to the intensity of what we've gone through as a people. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. So let's just start from the top. Just book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us. So that's I'm pretty sure that's the Edomites. But it could be we did have judges in Israel who judged us. So I need more edification on that. But by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? This is even if you go to 13, as it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil has come upon us. Yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. You see what I'm saying? No evil has ever been done to any other people except for us. We got to look at these things and do what? Look into the law of Moses, what evils come upon us, and how to reverse the evil that is upon us. How? Understand thy truth. It's turn from our iniquities. Thus saith Yahweh. Barak Yahweh, man. But this is what we got to do as a people in these last days, man. Because the Most High is increasing these plagues, man. Increasing the famine, Yeah, man, I'm a Benjamite, bro, and yo, we can't even the freaking Justin Falso freaking freaking cut off all transit to Yard, bro. Cut off all transit to Yard. Have people stuck up in Yard. You know what I'm saying? Famines hitting Yard like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Food insecurity, shortages. You know what I'm saying? People can't get outside. There's no work. You know what I mean? The precautions taken for this, CV-19. Man, we can't even leave our house. Can't even leave our houses. In Jamaica, man. So, this is a time to be thinking ourselves and turning to understand truth. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the atrocity that happened to our people, such as not was done to any other people. So I don't want to filibuster. So we'll go to Jeremiah 5:15, and it reads, so this book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 15. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you from far, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. It is a mighty nation. See, a mighty nation came against us. A part of what? No other transgression has, or no other evil has been done to any other people under heaven. So this mighty nation, you see what I'm saying? Ancient nation, nations whose language thou knowest not, neither understand what they say. See what I'm saying? Which goes into Deuteronomy 28, and I think it's like 40 something. I'll just pull it up. Deuteronomy 28, verse 40. Let's see. Verse 40. What script was that? Was it 50? It was closer to the 50s. 40 or 49. The Lord, that's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. So in the land of our captivity, where we are, we have to call the curses to mind, and he'll make that word that we're speaking a flame of fire. You see what I'm saying? That was never been done to any other nation under heaven. That includes a nation who heaps all nations to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that exalts itself as an eagle, whose language, the people who will be a recipient of that atrocity that perpetuated by this freaking nation won't understand. The tongue they won't understand. Who exalts itself as an eagle, whose transgression was the biggest transgression ever under heaven. This is what we have to call to mind. You see what I'm saying? In these last days. You know what I'm saying? And he says that the vision, it won't, and the end, according to Habakkuk 2:3, you know what I'm saying? In the end, it won't tarry, or sorry, though it tarry, wait for it. In the end, it shall speak. You see what I'm saying? So it's speaking now. That vision's speaking now. So we'll go to Isaiah 30, verse 17. Yeah, Isaiah 30, verse 17. Do I want that one now? Con. Isaiah 30, verse 17. Let's make sure this is the right one. Oh yeah. So this is part of the this is part of the curses. You have to call them mine. I'll go with 16. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore ye flee, and will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. See, they're going to be swifter than us. And one shall flee at the rebuke of one, and at the rebuke of five shall ye flee. You see what I'm saying? When the police come, to Israel, you know what I'm saying? Everyone turns their head and dips. One man in one suit, colored suit, makes the whole of Israel flee. One man. And that's just like in the plantation days, not even in the plantation days, when we're on the coast of West Africa, you see what I'm saying, which was also biblical prophecy. He was telling us to run to the hills. You know what I'm saying? In the coast of West Africa, the uh we were running from this man. When he would come, he would dip. Absolutely terrified of this dude. Why? Because it's a curse, man. Only the Most High can make such a wonder happen to our people. You see what I'm saying? Tell me why. Who's directing the boat? Two, three mans on the one boat, and there's how much slaves? 500, 1,000. Yet no one can turn that boat around. A quick 20 people of the 500. Man, that's a curse we gotta look at, man. 17. We read it from the top. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. 1,000 at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of five shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on a hill, man. That's us. Ensign on a hill, man. Beacon at the top of a mountain. An example for all the nations. And this curse is upon our seed. This is what we have to call to mind. I'll even show you physical representation. This is a movie. This is a movie put by Uncle Tom
Just
right here.
fine.
See that?
On your feet.
Yeah, one dude.
Come on, come on.
1,000 in there.
You see this herd? Whole
Look at that,
damn
moves
couple
him-
belong to
moves
one
him like the
trader.
frickin'-
Because he rich, a fat hog. God!
Moves him like
Get
a
out of
wave.
my way. Go on. Move.
Look at that, one dude. All it takes is one
You
freaking
know how
lick on
many
his
poor
head.
folks
He's
they
finished.
is like me in this county that ain't never owned a single one of these bastards? 80 out of 100. 80 that works for nothing and die of starvation. Make way for a white man. Get out. So there's no work for us in this shitty South, thanks to these dumb brutes.
Look at that.
Come on,
Trembling.
come on, well, let's
Just like
go.
the curse this year. Look at that. 4 man rushing our ring. That's how I'm gonna fucking play. Hold on. Fucking. Anyways, move along. Before I get cheesed out here. So that's Isaiah 30:17. Then we're gonna see. Yeah, one man is has the control over freaking 1,000 people, man. So I'm gonna go back to this movie. We're gonna skip ahead to 128, cause man, these curses are upon every Israelite, northern and southern man kingdom. So we're gonna see the same movie. It's actually a good reference, even though it cheeses me. It makes me wanna, you know, expedite this thing, catch fire, and just try to rush this thing along. Makes me extremely zealous because it's just such an accurate depiction of what was going on in them times and all that fuckery is going on. Slovakia. So we'll go 128 and
They gave themselves superficial wounds to avoid work, but then they got gangrene, and arms and legs had to be amputated in order to save their lives.
What are they doing here? They're Indians.
This is one of my many unsuccessful experiments. You see, with Indians, there's absolutely nothing to be done. There's the same difference between a Negro and an Indian as there is between a dog and a coyote. You can put a dog on a leash, beat him, and he'll always be there to lick your feet. Take away a coyote's liberty, and you've cut off his hair. An Indian will never be a slave. No one has ever been able to make them reproduce in captivity. They do not eat, they do not talk, they do not sleep, they do not make love. On the other hand, these people exaggerate.
But as you can see, though, that's although the man said there's a difference, or there's not too much of a difference, but he says one will be a slave and one won't, but he's trying to enslave them both, so that just helps the point that they're both the exact same people. But yeah, man, the curses are on both. Look, he's right there into it, but because of that stiff neck and hard neck, of the of our Northern Kingdom brothers always leading off or going off. You know what I'm saying? that helped in their